All right, what is up, everyone? It's now. How's everyone doing today? Here we are with a video of Baldur Gates 3 early access. This is the big patch with the Druid, and as you can see right now, we got cantrips for the Druid. There is 6 of them. We got Shayla. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please let me know. So basically, this is a buff for your staff or hammer, or two-handed hammer, I guess, and it does a lot of damage. And then we have Thorn Whip. I like Thorn Whip because it pulls the mob towards you, and it does a decent amount of damage. So here, these are the prepared spells for first level. We have Goodberry. Goodberry is one of the other ones that I like too. You basically get to conjure up 4 berries that you can eat yourselves. See, we have Animal Friendship. We have Speak with Animals. Yeah. So what I picked was the Animal Speaking, and then just a Goodberry, just to start out levels. Not really trying to heal or anything like that. You know, I can heal myself, and that's about it. But with this, I'm trying to turn myself into a pretty decent damaging druid. Now here is the skills. We got animal handling, we have nature, and we have religion. Those two, well, actually we have insight also, but those two are from the background. Now you can choose whatever you want. It's totally up to you. Here we are with the assigned ability points. What you want mostly is wisdom, because wisdom is very good for druids and clerics, because like clerics, druid is like a religion. So the more points, the more you're gonna land your spells, and that's what's super important. Okay, so here we gained a level, and so when it comes to the subclass, I actually like Druid of the Land because it's a very spellcaster, and I'm gonna tell you why later. But what I ended up picking was Circle of the Moon, so I could show some wild shaping gameplay. But here I'm just looking over the spells again. There's nothing really different here. We got jump. We got which one is that one? Believe that one is Thunder Wave or something like that. It's where you push them back with some air. Sorry, I couldn't say that. So with the wild shape, we have bear, at least at second level. We have bear, we have spider, we have wolf, we have badger, and we have cat. And polar bear also. Sorry, I was forgetting that one. But yeah, so those were the forms, and you guys will see it later in the video of how I use them in combat. But other than that, here are the rest of the spells. We got guidance, we have poison spray, and I believe that third spell is one where you could conjure up a light so you can walk around, but you can also throw it, and then it does decent damage also. But like I say again, I'm re-rolling right now for the Circle of Land because I really just like the spells that are in Circle of Land. Now you'll still be able to wild shape, but it'll cost. Because if you were Circle of the Moon, you wouldn't have to use an action. No, you wouldn't have to use a spell slot. Sorry, excuse me. And if I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me. You don't have to use a spell slot. It's just charged. But since I'm trying to change to Circle of Land, it'll be a spell slot with also a charge used. And then here we are, level 3 Druid, and this is one of my favorite levels to hit because we get Flaming Sphere. We also get the Flaming Blade and Heat Metal. Heat Metal is really cool, and Spike Growth is really good for like terrain damage and terrain like effects. You get to slow them down, and it's actually really good. But my favorite spell is Flame Blade because like I'm literally like casting a blade. Look at that. Look at Flame Blade. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. And this is a spell. So like I say, if you have your wisdom up and you cast that, you're more likely to hit, you know?
You
So
really
here
blossomed out there.
we
Took the
are
battle by storm.
looking at the dialogue upgrade. So you can see at the bottom here, there's a spider egg in this little rock here. And being a druid, I was able to feel out
creatures
the
clutch the pouch
the
possessively.
insect and like commune with
You
it and
have no
understand it.
doubt.
A spider egg.
And our
is
animal
nestled
handling was
within.
really good because of the skills that we had. So here we're gonna roll. We got a 6. Look at that. A 19 right off the bat.
Your voice draws their attention. They are suspicious, then curious, and finally at peace.
Finally at peace, and that's because of us being a druid and us being able
One
to
by
do
one,
things like
the
that, because
spiders
if we
retreat
weren't
to
a
the
druid and we
rear of
didn't
the
have that
crevice,
skill check,
lulled
probably
by
would have
your
failed.
murmurs.
And what I ended up getting was a little egg sac, and I'm not necessarily sure what it does. I even read the description, but I guess we'll see towards
Stash the bag.
later in the game.
Something clinks among the coins.
Alright guys, now we are on combat. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm showing you guys the spells right now. We got Wolf here. I transformed into the wolf because it's actually pretty huge and I'm a white wolf. And as my other teammates or other NPCs were fighting, they didn't see me yet. So I snuck up behind this halfling and I actually one-shotted him. Well, not here. I'm sorry, not here. I actually one-shotted him when he tried to run away. And it's hilarious. Boom! Look at that. That was really good. So here, this is where you get the amulet to talk to the dead. You get to rise them up, and there's also a new animation for that. But here is just straight combat, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy this. But with that said, the patch itself it was one of their biggest, they've said, when they went, before they gave us the update in their live stream before. They said this is one of the biggest patches that they've had, and it's a lot of improving things. We got the new class Druid, we got Wild Shape, we got new spells, we got dialogue updates, with Druid, and overall I believe it's a really, really good patch. So if you guys are playing the early access, I think you guys should go ahead and give it a try. And if not, if you really like druids, you guys will love this druid. Now, I'm not entirely sure how many subclasses they're adding to Baldur's Gate, but considering how many subclasses are in D&D itself, hopefully they put a lot, because that right there is just 50% for me if I'm going to enjoy this game, because there's so much versatility for me to play around with. I really hope they do. But like I said, when it comes to Druid, I'm going to choose Circle of Land just because of the spell casting abilities. Flame Blade is one of my favorite abilities. It was also an ability in, what's the game called? Pillars of Eternity 2. If you were a Druid, I believe at 4th level or 7th level, you got a Flame Blade ability. And I always chose it. It always hit hard too. It was a two-hander and it hit hard. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'm gonna stop here. I just wanted to show you guys the gameplay of the Druid and how I was messing around with it. But if you guys liked the video, please leave a like. This is my first little overview of a game in general, and it was actually pretty nice. I did a lot of different editing than I usually would. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I had a lot of fun making this video. But if you guys liked the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I have more Baldur's Gate 3 content coming out.
I reckon you're right.
I'm gonna have it every time there's a new patch, and I'll tell you guys the patch notes. I'm gonna put the patch notes down in the description below, so if you guys would like to, go ahead and view that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Inveniam via.